to that puck. So this is coming all the way back down into the Seawolves zone. 15:08 here to go in the first period. Still scoreless. It's going to be Crockett taking the faceoff, and Crockett's been one of the best faceoff men that the Seawolves have had this season. And he's going to take the faceoff against Walsh. It's going to go to Shipman's right, and it's going to be controlled by Crockett, who leaves for Kasha. Kasha being watched by 2 Golden Rams. And the Rams are going to start it back up. It's dumped into the corner. Kasha keeps it close. And we're going to get a whistle here for a hand pass. As Kasha flipped it up towards Crockett, but got a little bit too much hand on that one.
Yep, and they'll do a face-off in the Seawolves zone to the right of Shipman.
And we're seeing a lot more play being put in the Seawolves zone in the first part of this game. And if you're Coach Garofalo, that's not what you wanted to see after what you did last night.
It's early, and usually the second game is going to be a little bit more of intensity from the team that got the bad end of the stick last night. So I anticipate they're going to come out with a little bit more ill will, which is what they've done, a lot more intensity.
We're going to have a penalty here. Looks like we're going to have an elbowing penalty.
Walsh is going to go to the box. Bishop's coming up a little gimpy, but
he made a great play along the boards to not allow that 2-on-1 to happen, and Walsh had to use the elbow to get around him. And it's going to be the first power play for the Seawolves.
Well, Bishop's flexing that shoulder and that arm.
And especially watching as Bishop had just come back from an injury, though it's unrelated. You know, when you dealt with a head injury and you have other areas that are close by, you got to keep an eye on that. Bakikio wins the face, so it's back out to Beniamini at the point. Slid across for Shirting. Shirting, wrist shot, kicked away by Colgan. Shot, score!
And the rebound off of the Stemke stick after the save by Colgan came out. We'll watch the replay on that. It was just a shot from the point. Colgan made the save. The rebound came out to Stemke, and he was in the right place at the right time, and he just parks it home.
Yeah, we watch it there. Stemke was just right there, gets the rebound off the glove save.
So anyway, that was the first Seawolves goal. We're looking at 14:20 to go in the first period. Almost the time of last night's first goal, maybe a little bit later. All right, so Seawolves up 1-0.
That's going to be dropped down by Westchester, taken by Heffernan behind his own net. We drop down. Heffernan regroups for the Seawolves. He's being watched by Cole. Look to go far side. It gets stuck along the net and out past Gillette.
They're using a much more aggressive forecheck. Again, last night they didn't use this. Today they're using it more aggressively. They were almost at the hash last night. Now they're coming back behind the net, behind the goal line, trying to force the Seawolves into making a mistake. Good play there in the neutral zone by the defense of Westchester.
And they're going to go off on a change. Heffernan playing it back to Kawicki. Kawicki can't get the backhand pass back to Heffernan, but still controls, so good puck handling there by Kawicki. Going to be dumped back down by Westchester. Taken by Heffernan. Heffernan gets a little give and go with Kawicki. He's going to start behind the net once again, so we're seeing them work behind the net and break out that way. Long pass from Lynn looking for Colello. And they're going to call a hand pass on Colello, and that's going to bring it all the way back down into the
they actually changed that forecheck up. They went 1-2-2. They were going 2-1-2. It looks like, depending on which line they put out there, they're changing it up. So the Seawolves, maybe they catch them by surprise on this on their forecheck.
So then come all the way back down. 13:04 to go here. 1-0 Stony Brook leads on the Chris Stemke power play goal, which came from Shirting and Beniamini. Bakikio takes his face off, can't control. It's taken by Westchester. Shot by Horacek is blocked into the corner. Miller goes after. He's being watched by Mango. The puck juts out and Mango takes it. Back out to the point for Swall. Swall wraps it around the boards. He's going to go near side, where it'll be Cole taking it. Jostle along the board, taken by Horacek. Cleary calling for it at the point. Horacek continues to hold on. And it's going to be stolen away by Stemke, who's going to drive it out and dump it all the way down. Colello undercuts Swall, gets control of the puck. He's wrapped on the boards and gets hit Now it's taken by Bakiko. Bakiko out to Miller. Miller wrist shot, saved by Colgan, and it flips up and out of play.
Colgan's a big goalie, so anything you're sending right at the net, if it hits him, it won't go past him. And that shot by Miller was a good high-rising shot, but when he's down in the butterfly, his head is still over the crossbar.
Yeah, well, when you're 6'3", that's pretty big for a goalie. When you think that's pretty big for any kind of hockey player. Hall taking the face-off here in the offensive zone. It's controlled by Westchester, and they're going to break out. This is Whitaker. Whitaker was looking for John Louie, and he loses the grip.
Miller made a nice play there. Prevented that odd man rush. And
this is Optenaker with it. Optenaker normally a defenseman playing it forward in today's game, losing for John Louie. His shot is blocked by a sliding Miller and taken by JT Hall. JT Hall tries to make a move around by Optenaker. He can't. He's going to take it.
Bishop, good play by Bishop there defensively, taking Optenaker off the puck.
Bishop making his presence known in this game, which is what you want to see from his first games back from injury. Beniamini for Zowski. Zowski with Hall driving into the opposite zone. Touch pass for Hall just kind of stops. Taken by Beniamini behind the net. He's watched by Whitaker. Gets to Zowski. Zowski into the slot for Hall. Hall gets knocked out the puck. And it's taken by Westchester. They're going on a change as John Louis goes one-on-one with Kasha. Kasha cuts him off, but John Louis regains possession. Tried to flip it around. It's taken by Zowski. Zowski gets knocked off the puck. It's now stuck up against the boards. Cartwright and Zowski against 2 Grams is dumped back down. Taken by, looks like, Lachlan. And we called Lachlan's name a lot last night, not always for the best of reasons. Lachlan getting knocked up all on the boards by Kosh. It's poked back out and stolen away. It's going to be cleared out by Beniamini, who's going to get off on a change.
They needed to get off. That line was getting tired.
That line had been out there for quite a while. We're down to 10:50 to go in the period. This one's going to be dumped all the way down. No icing call. Kosh takes a big hit there on McElroy. And is back up in the corner for Walsh. Walsh leaves it out for Downing at the point. Dumped back down, but intercepted. It's going to be taken by Bozer. Bozer with speed into the offensive zone. He's going one-on-one. And he couldn't get a shot on it. He just kind of trickled along to Colgan, who just put the glove on it for the whistle.
And we watched Bozer yesterday come down that same right wing and actually get one through the wickets on Rice. So I'm sure Westchester well aware of Bozer's speed and trying to stay on him, not allow him to get around.
So we're gonna have Downing going to the box as well as Palmieri. So Palmieri's seeing his second penalty.
Minor, yeah. We didn't see that. We'll have to see what happened there.
Must have had to be some after the whistle stuff. So Downing and Palmieri both go off. So we're gonna play some 4-on-4. A lot of open ice.
It should be 4-on-4, right? Yeah.
Yep. Westchester making one extra switch. So it'll be Crockett taking the face-off against Wingate. And there's 10:28 to go here in the period. Crockett controls, leading it back out to the point. Looking for Sherding. Sherding, his shot is blocked by Cleary, but rebounded by Stoner. But back out to Sherding. Sherding leads it for Crockett. Crockett's shot is blocked by Cleary, and rebound picked up by, looks like, Bozer. Back out to Sherding. Sherding for Crockett. Crockett looking for another pass to Sherding. It's stolen by Westchester and dumped back out. And we're going to get an offsides here.
We're going to have a penalty here.
A penalty, too.
You're going to call it on Crockett?
And Crockett's the one going to the box.
Yeah, very good.
So we're going to play some 4-on-3 for a little while.
Lost an edge. I don't know what the penalty was. The guy ran over him.
And they're calling it a trip.
Yeah.
So we're going to play 4-on-3 for the next minute 32. And we're right at the halfway point.
Still trying to see what that penalty was. Crockett was already down on the ice.
It was tripping.
And the player tripped over him.
And now Stony Brook now facing a big disadvantage here. They've already taken a few too many penalties than they would have liked. Shot fake taken by Cleary. Cleary out in front. Shiven kicks it away, and that shot goes wide, and that is kicked off the moorings. We're going to get a whistle. The big shot from the point by Cleary, and the rebound was taken by Balones. He couldn't get it on net. So Westchester going to keep that same line out there. Horacek, Balones, Cleary, and Swall. And it's going to be JT Hall taking the faceoff, who wins for the Seawolves. Now taken by Sherding.
So important to win faceoffs in your zone, especially when you're killing. Look at that.
Sherding took a quick shot on the 4-on-3. It was blocker down by
And no one even
Hogan.
challenged him.
No, and that's actually how we scored last night too, on that same play. This is now Balone where he gets around Hall. Put it out into the slot looking for Cleary. Cleary had his stick lifted, and Hall dumps it down.
Good play by Hall. Seawolves just really not giving Westchester much. Ooh, big hit
And
there.
Miller's going off for that one.
This is going to be a revolving door at the penalty box, it looks like.
Yeah, Cleary was going north down in the step-out lane, and we watch it here. Here comes Miller, and he just throws his shoulder and gets him.
I don't know. To me, that's a hockey hit. The guy's head, the player's head was up, and Miller caught him with his shoulder. Yeah, just looking at how this game is being officiated compared to yesterday, already you're seeing a huge difference in the calls.
This one's taken by John Louis. He has it stolen away by Kasha, and it's dumped all the way back down. 30 seconds on Palmieri and Downing's penalty. And we're gonna leave it. He's gonna leave it for Samedi. Samedi off the boards for John Louis. He's watched by Kasha on the near boards. Goes around the boards. Cartwright pokes it away. And it's taken by Kasha.
Shipman was in good position there and stopped that puck from getting in.
Optenaker can't keep it in, and Westchester has to regroup. 4 seconds left on the initial penalties. Optenaker working along the point. His shot is blocked down by Mango, his own man. He was looking for the deflection. Now we're playing 5-on-3. Shot goes wide of the net, and the net is kicked off the moorings as Shipman went to make the save.
Seawolves can't change again. They get just not able to change. We have Devin Palmieri out of the box now, and there's still going to be a two-man advantage for another 20 seconds. And then there'll be a one-man advantage for another 142 or 132.
About a minute and a half. So this will be Hall taking the face-off. And he needs to win this face-off and clear it out so they can get a change. He does win the face-off, so first job is done. Optenaker can't keep it in, so now they get the change they so desperately need. Hall comes off. This is Bozer coming on. Optenaker gets it at the point.
He was spending a lot of time in the box in this first period.
Optenaker cross point back. Shot is blocked by Bozer. And Bozer's very good at blocking shots.
Open hand, too, on the glove. Oof. Sure that stung a little bit as he's shaking it off.
And we're back to 5-on-4. Samedi controls. Samedi being watched by Crockett and Bozer. Samedi slowly drives out, dumps towards John Louis. John Louis being watched by Kasha.
Good job by Kasha.
He flips it up and out. And he was also really aware to not hit the rafters on that one.
Minute to go now in the one-man advantage.
We're down to 7:27 to go in the period. It's taken by Swall. Swall, long pass for John Louis. John Louis in. He gets the puck knocked away by Bozer. Swall regains possession. He goes into the corner, leaves it for Balones. Balones out to the point for Downing. Downing back for Haracha. Haracha shot saved by Shipman in the pads, and he hangs on for the whistle. Big
Good save there by Shipman. The Seawolves doing their best to keep Westchester to the perimeter, and they can't penetrate the crease area.
That's what you want to do defensively. You don't want to let anybody get into the crease. So solid defensive play by the Seawolves on this very long penalty that they've had to kill. Zowski with it, and Zowski draws the penalty. So there goes Shipman. So Seawolves will have a power play shortly. Zowski loses the wheel, but hangs onto the puck, and now it's going to be touched up for the whistle. We're going to have a tripping penalty here on Westchester. As Zowski was driving out of the zone, he took a stick to the leg, was able to keep going. And that's a smart play there by Zowski to keep it going. Down to 6:54 to go. We're going to play 4-on-4 for the next 26 seconds. It's going to be Cleary going to the box. They're going to call him for the slash. So this is a big momentum shift here for the Seawolves. They successfully killed the penalty, and the very long one at that.
They did a good job. Now they got a chance to have a man advantage in 26 seconds and see if they can capitalize.
Hall going to take this face-off here towards Colgan's right. One back by Beniamini. Kasha's shot goes deflected wide. Optenaker controls. Has it poked away by Beniamini, but Optenaker maintains. It's up the near boards, poked away by Cartwright, taken by Beniamini. Beniamini drives in with Hall. Out to Hall. Hall backhand. Can't get a shot on net. Colgan forced him to the other side. 5 seconds left on Miller's penalty. He's about to come out of the box, and the Seawolves will go on the power play now for a minute 34. Bakikio flips it back for Cartwright along the near side. A long cross-ice pass for Benyamini. Benyamini goes in. He's a Hall shot. Goes wide to Colgan.
Nice pass from Benyamini right on the tape to Hall.
And
Hall just fired over the top of the net.
Benyamini is a good passer, so Hall likes to have that on his line. Kasha drives in. Taking on 3 Golden Rams at the same time. Gets in around. Working his way back around to the point. Leaves it for Cartwright. Cartwright out for Hall. Hall kicks it onto a stick. Cross-ice pass for Bakikio. It's deflected wide by Colgan. Hall gets the rebound.
Nice passing by the Seawolves.
Hall drives into the slot, leaves it back for Benyamini. Benyamini tries to wrap it around, trying to force it in, and it's kicked away. Big save by Colgan to keep it 1-0. Kasha leaves it for Hall. Hall, shot, score!
Wow, beautiful play. Two quick passes from the defense. Hall breaking to the net on his off-wing side and parks it into the net.
And we watched there, Benyamini was also there. It might have deflected off of his stick.
Defense for Stony Brook having some good vision here. Here comes Hall. There's the shot.
And Benyamini is the one who put it in.
Off the Benyamini tap.
So Hall's going to get credit for an assist. Benyamini with the goal, power play goal, and a big power play goal at that.
Yeah.
So now it's a 2-0 lead for the Seawolves as we're in the latter parts of this period.
And those are the types of goals the Seawolves got to start scoring, because when you're playing the better teams, those are the types of opportunities you're going to have. You're not going to get a point-blank shot. You got to be able to use your everyone out there you can.
This is taken.
As most teams will block those shots. They won't let those shots get through.
Absolutely. Puck is now up along the near board. It's kept in by Palmieri into the corner where it's flipped out. Heffernan able to keep it in, though.
Good job by Heffernan. But
now it's stolen out. And now it's stolen away by Westchester. This is Cleary with it. Cleary dumps it down, and he's going to go chase. Palmieri gets to it first, and it's taken by the Seawolves.
See that play that Miller made right there? That little soft off pass off the wall. So critical in creating that momentum and that breakout.
It's the little things that determine a game. It's going to be dumped down by Heffernan. Going after his Palmieri. Swall's going to get there first. Bozer hits McElroy, so it's going to just get taken back out, and the Seawolves regroup. Sheridan leaves it for Heffernan. Heffernan dumps it all the way down. He's going to wrap all the way around the boards, and picked up by Swall. Swall coming back near side, leaving it for Flick. Flick being watched by Heffernan. Heffernan tries to dump it back down, and it's taken by Westchester. Flick up the near side. He dumps it down and goes past Shipman as Wingett was right beside him. Picked back up around the corner by Heffernan. Heffernan gets hit hard by Wingett.
And up in the head area too, where we do have a call. We do have a call.
We're gonna
hit on Heffernan will probably be called. It was a high hit.
And those are the ones you want to avoid if you're a player. You don't want to get hit in the head, especially with the emphasis on head injuries that every sport has now. And it'll be Wingett going to the box. And right now, Stony Brook is 2 for 2 on the power play. So to go 3 for 3 on the power play in the first period will be a huge boost in the confidence that the team has. Down to 4:08 to go in the 4:06 in the period. It's going to be Bakikio, Hall, Stemke, Benyamini, and Sherding. So they're playing 4 forwards right now with Sherding's big shot at the point.
That seems to be what they've been doing a little bit more often this year.
And it works.
Yeah, it does work. It definitely works. They're able to control the puck well enough where they don't need to have 2 defensemen out there. And they have the passing ability with Benyamini back on the point, is almost like a quarterback in a way. And Sherding, who has the big shot, and then they can always come back with Kasha with the big shot.
And Bakikio gets this one out to Benyamini. Yep. Benyamini at the point loses it, and it's picked up by Horacek. Horacek loses it, and it's dumped back down. Stemke goes after it, gets around Lachlan, and he's going to control for Hall. Hall back to Benyamini. Benyamini out to the far point for Sherding, back to Benyamini. Benyamini up the half boards for Hall. Hall looking for Stemke, gets undercut by Lachlan. And it's going to be jostled in front. Taken by Lachlan. Lachlan loses it to Benyamini. Benyamini sent it through the slot, through the crease, where it's picked up by Bakikio. Bakikio long pass to Hall. Hall out to the point for Sherding. Sherding, one-timer by Bakikio, goes wide. And it's going to come all the way back out.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that big shot is that if it doesn't hit the net, it's going to guarantee to come out.
It's a high risk, high reward play. Stemke with it. Looking for someone to go. Send it out to the point for Schurting. Schurting, wrist shot, goes wide of the net.
Almost a set play off that back wall.
Stemke wasn't able to backhand it in, so Beniamini controls. 55 seconds left on the power play. Ball back out to Schurting. Schurting back to Bakikio. Bakikio on the far corner. Out to the point for Schurting. Schurting, his shot kicked away by... and Stemke puts in the rebound.
Stemke, again, with that size and that reach, that rebound coming right out. Able to get it on the backhander and hoist it over the shoulder. And the Seawolves are 3 for 3 on the power play today.
And for Stemke, that's his second goal of the game. Second power play goal as well. So really, they're firing on all cylinders right now.
There's the replay there. The rebound comes right out to Stemke, and he's able to park it on the backhander, taking a big hit right afterwards, but well worth it.
Absolutely. If you could take a hit but you score a goal, most people aren't going to be too upset by that.
All right, face off.
This is going to be the fourth line out here. We haven't seen much of them today. As Lynn controls this one, it's taken by Bishop in the near corner.
It's because of all those penalties.
Exactly.
Nice feed over to Goulet.
Long pass to Goulet. Goulet drives in, one-on-one. Shot saved by Colgan. Lynn gets the rebound, slides through the crease, but wide. Picked up by Schlegel. Schlegel flips it into the near corner. It's taken by Swall. Swall can't clear it out. It's taken by Schlegel. Schlegel looking for Lynn, but it goes past his stick and back behind the net where it's picked up by Cleary. Down to 2:20 to go in the period. I
was waiting to see this line because of the nature of the players that are on it. Their aggressive nature and their speed. And
as that puck was just dumped back down, Shipman had it on net, so he had to just hang on for the whistle. Down to 2:13 to go here in the period. 3-0 Seawolves lead on 3 power play goals. And if you're Coach Garofalo, you're very happy with what you're seeing from your special teams thus far.
Yeah, no complaints there.
Face-off won by the Seawolves. Crockett took it. He gets possession of the puck. He's going through center. It's going to be taken by Palmieri. Palmieri with 2 goals last night, looking to add to his strong weekend. He gets it around Skipper. Double on the far boards for Kawicki. Kawicki back for Palmieri. He gets undercut, and it's taken by Westchester. Really nice play there by the Golden Rams to stop the Seawolf rush. Picked up by Samedi. Samedi to the near side for Skipper. Skipper has it flipped by McShane, and is going to dump all the way back down. Bishop cuts off Walsh, and Crockett comes to help. Bishop juts it out, and it's going to be taken along the near boards by Westchester. Looks like McShane going after it, and he's going to control, being watched by Crockett. Sent back for McElroy out of the circle, and Bozer flips it up, not out. Skipper keeps it in. It's now McElroy being watched by, shot saved by Shipman off McShane's stick.
This is a good shift here by Westchester, probably one of the better ones of the game. How Bozer with Devin Palmieri coming in. Oh, Bozer couldn't flip it over the stick.
They had a 2-on-1 there. Bozer wasn't able to get enough on the pass to get it to Palmieri as the Seawolves go on a change. We're down under a minute to go here in the period. Westchester starting up as it's going to be dumped down by Miller. Picked up by Samedi. Samedi sends it back into the corner for Skipper. Skipper up the far boards for Optenacre. Miller cuts him off. And
good defensive play by Miller.
Miller's had a very strong game defensively this period. Paul leaves it for Beniamini as we're down to 34 seconds to go. Beniamini into the corner, gets hit by Mango. Paul comes in to help, and it's going to be taken by Westchester. This is Ballones with it. He just dumps it down. And Miller goes after it. Ballones right on his tail. Mango cuts off Miller, and it's going to be taken back by Optenacre at the point. Dumped down, taken by Mango with 15 seconds to go.
Miller is everywhere.
Miller's having
he's having an unbelievable period. He's avoiding hits. He's making great plays.
Down to 8 seconds left in the period. Stuck in the corner. There's check from behind on Osowski by Downing.
Up in the head area,
and
too.
That's the end of the period. So after one period, it's 3-0.
Deja vu all over again.
Yeah, and the shot total is 15-8. In favor of the Seawolves.
Amazing. Like yesterday it was 3-0 at the end of the first period, but the Seawolves got outshot, remember?
Yeah, it was 4-1 at the end of the first yesterday.
Yeah, 4-1, right.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break. 3-0 the Seawolves lead after 1. When we come back, the second period, you're watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. Andy Mignani along with Andy Sukov. Trevor behind the controls. We are just pre-second period here with a minute or so to go before the teams get back on the ice. We got some statistics we want to run through for that first period. Andy, why don't you take us through it?
Well, the big stat here is power play, meaning 3 power play goals, all by the Seawolves. Chris Stemke with the first one from Frank Scherting and Ori Benyamini with 14:20 to go. Then JT Hall scored from Joe Baticchio and Joe Heffernan. And then Chris Stemke got a second one on for a rebound from Frank Scherting and JT Hall with 2.5 minutes to go here at the end of the first period. A lot of penalties that period. You had 4 on each side, including 3 within a 30-second span, 2 by Stony Brook, 1 by Westchester, including a 2-minute penalty to Alex Miller, which led to a very long 2-man advantage that the Seawolves successfully killed off.
It seemed like the revolving door in the penalty box for a while.
It really did, and that's not what you want to see, but you're intrigued by the fact that the Seawolves were able to kill off the penalties and then convert on 3 power play opportunities. So special teams has been a really big strength for the Seawolves in this game. The shot total is 15-8 in favor of the Seawolves. We saw yesterday that the shot total was, I think, 12-9 Westchester at the end of the first period last night, but it was a 4-1 Stony Brook lead.
One of the players who really stood out for me in that first period for the Stony Brook Seawolves was Alex Miller.
I will 100% agree with you on that. He was very, very strong defensively. He made a lot of big plays, made a lot of people miss, avoided hits, and set up a couple of plays that led to some quality chances down at the other end.
He
of the
really
ice.
took charge in the Stony Brook zone. Made some, timing-wise, really excellent timing plays, avoiding hits, getting pucks out, little soft passes off the boards, all the little plays you have to make.
It's the little things that make big impacts later on in the game. We're about to get ready here for the second period, and up here in the booth with us doing some camera work for us is one of last night's heroes, Payne Yoder.
So Payne's up here. Thanks, Payne, for helping us out. Good game last night.
Yeah, we had always want to make sure we shout out the players that come up here to help us out because they do provide a really important service for us, so that way we can give you, the watchers, the best views possible.
Yeah. And the players are on the ice as we're going to get start for the second period. Seawolves already are going to be starting with a 3-0 lead. They had 15 shots in that first period to the 8 from Westchester. I made a couple of comments in that first period more on the Westchester forecheck, trying different things to slow the Seawolves down. They were able to do it pretty much 5-on-5, but not able to defend well enough on the power play. The Seawolves just taking advantage of it.
And this is the Seawolves that we were expecting to see, where they were going to come out big. And Westchester started the period out. They started the first period really dictating play, and then Stony Brook took it right back, which is how you see those in-game adjustments made by the coaching staff and the players alike.
All right, we're going to start this period all even up. JT Hall will be out there with his line, Benyamini, Osowski, Miller, and Bishop. Countering Whitaker, Lewis, and Oppendacker, along with Simonetti and Skipper. Puck winds around the wall, and Osowski able to keep it in, gets it deeper into the zone. Going after that is Simonetti. Now Whitaker is pinned to the wall by Hall, and Hall is going to get called for that check. I don't know. We might need to go down and find out why these calls are being made. That's a perfectly legitimate hit.
That was a very.
You watch on the replay. The puck gets sent around the wall. Hall anticipates, and all he does is he shoulders. Yeah, it's a shoulder.
It was a good undercut of the play, and he was able to get. He should have gotten to the puck. That's a perfectly legal check.
I mean, Whitaker, a little smaller player, but it was a shoulder on shoulder. All right, so Mango on the draw for Westchester, Crockett on for the Seawolves, and Westchester on a power play again. The Seawolves have spent an enormous amount of time in the penalty box today, but not really all their fault.
There's already been 9 penalties taken by the two teams, which is really not good.
This is Ballones. He'll get it back to Swall at the point. Swall will just send a shot wide, looking for a deflection. And then that was skidded wide by Cleary. Back behind the net comes Horacek, and he can't get Bishop. Bishop was able to get to the puck, but now it's turned over. Shot right on, saved by Shipman, and fired out of the zone by Bozer.
Shipman hasn't had much his way in this game. Like, he's only seen 9 shots, and a lot of them came in the first few minutes of the first period. So
Swall has the puck behind the net. And waiting for some reinforcements up the wall to Horchik to Louis. And Bozer doing a good job getting in the way of that. And it'll be cleared all the way down by Bishop. Colgan out to stop it for Stemke is doing a good job on this forecheck. He's really given
we're seeing
Simonetti a problem.
And we're seeing here Lynn is taking the time on the penalty kill in place of JT Hall, who's in the box. So Lynn getting some extra chance to take some special teams reps.
Which is good to see that.
Yeah.
All right, Seawolves doing an excellent job so far on the PK. Through the neutral zone again, a missed pass opportunity for Westchester. Gobbled up by Cartwright, who'll just take some time off the clock and send it all the way down and on goal. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage for Westchester. Pass up to the neutral zone to Lewis, and he'll hold, turn, and spin. And picked off in a neutral zone and dumped in now by Walsh. Shipman will send it around the wall to Stemke. Stemke will pick it up and just clear it to the neutral zone.
We're back at even strength here.
Shipman will hold it back to Kasha. Kasha will get it to Bozer, but Cartwright unable to get it up the wall. Westchester doing a good job pinning that puck in. It's Oppendacker working that puck. Now Lynn will pick it up to Kasha. Kasha will skate it and get Hall. Unable to hold that pass, but stays in the zone. That was picked up by Stemke. Stemke sends it around the net. Picked up by Lachlan and sends it back up, but Kasha's there. Now Lachlan will pick it back up and send a bank shot, but Kasha, it's ping pong puck.
And we see that a lot here at the rings where the puck takes some really odd bounces off the ice.
And they battle behind the net. Oh, this puck squirts out. Unable to get to it was Beniamini. The puck goes back further. Now it's hoisted out. And it'll be face-off in the Seawolves zone as the puck goes out of the rink. Down to 16:39 to go in the second period. Seawolves up by the score 3-0. Hit the road next week. Colorado, ranked 12th Colorado, so the Seawolves will have their hands full there.
They're going to go up after beating ASU yesterday. They may find themselves in the top 10. And Stony Brook, if they continue to get a sweep here, they might find themselves in the 11 or 12 range.
That was a nice play by Wingett to get that puck to the net, but Shipman was able to make the play. Now Wingett trying to keep it in, but Beniamini comes away with it. Nice pass to Ossowski. Ossowski rolls around the net with the puck. Stops and turns. He's got Hall out in front on the side. Hall will spin. Cross-ice feed. One-timer by Shirting. Skids wide. Never hit the net. Skids all the way out. And Ossowski will send back in. Colgan will leave it for Simonetti. Ossowski run to the wall by Wingett. Knocked down. Good play by
Kowicki. Made a smart play there as he had Flick right behind him, and had Kowicki not hit that puck, Flick has a breakaway. The Seawolves playing very strong defensively in front of Shipman.
Yeah, we're going to have a penalty here again on the Seawolves.
Yeah, there have been, this is now the 10th penalty of the game and the 6th on Stony Brook. So let that sink in. We're going to watch the penalty. They're calling it on JT Hall for that. And you're watching that, you're like that. I don't see where the trip comes on that.
And Coach Garofalo is staying very calm on the bench and just letting the game go on. Face-off will be to the left of Shipman. And Seawolves once again beyond the PK. Swall at the corner. Down low on the half wall to Ballones. Down low. This is Ballones trying to get to the net. Seawolves doing an excellent job in front of that net. Miller and Bishop. Out in front. So, no. And that puck squirted out, and it was a shot and a goal for Westchester. And they have their first power play goal as Mango puts it home.
Mango scored last night for them. He got their scoring started as well last night.
Puck just squirted out here
And you watch it, and there's nobody. There's nobody watching Mango. That's one of those.
Yeah.
That's one of those that the defensive core is going to want back.
All right, so Westchester on the board, and it's a 3-1 game. The Seawolves have to be a little less aggressive, I guess, is the word we have to use, because I don't know what is going to be a penalty, what's not going to be a penalty. So far, they've been called for a bunch of penalties that in any normal hockey game would not be called. But
you also don't want to play too conservatively where you're going to fall back on your heels. It's a very
you got to
delicate
stay
balance.
somewhat aggressive, but you got to just, I guess you have to find the fine line. And this puck squirts out now to the neutral zone. Kalilo will grab it and send it back in. Stemke on the forecheck. Kalilo trying to knock it down with a stick. Sometimes the glove works better.
He got it with the stick, but he hit it with a little too high, so he wasn't able to get it back.
Stemke able to get that puck back in the zone. And back out to the neutral zone. Kasha will hold it for Cartwright. Cartwright back to Kasha. The Seawolves will get back on side. Kasha will dump all the way in and around, and Kalilo will get there. He'll dump deeper. Picking it up is Bokikio. Sends it back behind the net to Kasha, who's in deep. Kasha on his backhand. Turns and gets a better angle. Sends it across to Cartwright. Cartwright's got help down low. There's the deflection. Rebound loose. Oh, Kalilo had a chance twice. Unable to bury it.
And that's going to be one he wants back. Because he was right there and just couldn't get a stick on the puck.
Bokikio trying to keep that puck in. Oh, nice draw, but the puck does come out. Good strong shift by the Seawolves. Unable to get much out of it.
That was a very strong shift.
And the whistle is for a high stick, I believe. That was, an offsides call. Offsides.
Score now 3-1 in favor of the Seawolves. 18-11 the shot total in favor of the Seawolves. So if Stony Brook can get themselves back to a 4-1 lead, and we saw how they really took over yesterday after going ahead 4-1, where they scored 4 unanswered goals in the second period before Westchester got anything back.
Yeah. Heffernan will get it through to Bozer. Bozer will let it go all the way down. Mary, big hit down on the wall. Back to the point to Miller. Miller sends it down low. Save by Colgan. Picked back up by the Seawolves. This is Miller. Again at the point. Sends it down low through a screen. And Colgan able to get in front of it and make the save. He's a big, big player, so he covers a lot of the net.
And we have a 6'3" goalie of our own up here. So
I just went to paint. I just put my hand
over.
over the top of my head by about 3 feet. He knows what I'm talking about. Pays to be big when you're a goaltender. You cover more than that. Face off won by the Seawolves. Back to the point, but this pass is given away. Ballone's coming in on Heffernan. Heffernan, good job to get back and not let Ballones blow past him. Puck is loose in the Seawolves zone. Now picked up by the Seawolves. Crockett skating through the neutral ice. And will dump all the way wide of the net. Nice play by Miller here. Try to prevent that quick breakout where Horschek was waiting. Seawolves dump in. Osowski goes back to get it. And fanning on it was Westchester to the net. Oh, Beniamini not able to get a clear shot off. Hall battling with down low. Here comes Hall again with another shot. Rebound across. Oh, and Osowski's shot deflects into the screen.
And even though he hasn't put one in the net, Beniamini's had a very strong game. He had a very strong series this weekend, and that's what you want to see. You want to see everybody contributing their part and making something happen on the ice.
Couple of good back-to-back shifts by the Seawolves. Again, nothing in the net to show for it yet, but they will come. Hall on the draw for the Seawolves, and it's back out to Westchester. Westchester sends it in the Seawolves zone, picked up by Scherting. Scherting skates all the way around, avoids the check. I've got most of it, but avoided most of it. Back up to Beniamini. Beniamini through the neutral zone, tries to send Hall. Hall's got the puck. To the net comes Hall. He sends it across, and
looked like that was Osowski.
Yeah, I think either it was Osowski or let's see who gets up.
It's
there.
Osowski.
Yeah, he was driven into the net.
We're going to watch how that develops. Here's Hall. He gets around Swall, and now here's Osowski. He's being watched by Cole, and Cole just kind of shoves him into Colgan.
I mean, technically, really, that's an interference play. I mean, I don't know why Bendies didn't make that call, but maybe he's just not looking at some of the things that we are up here. So anyway, Face-off will be to the right of Colgan. JT Hall on the draw. And winning that was Cole. Sent down by Kawicki. Picked up by Hall. Hall circles. Makes a move. Tries to get it back to the point, but taken away. Puck is in the neutral zone. Picked up by Kawicki, who'll walk in now. Kawicki winds and fires. Sosky got tossed to the ground somehow. I don't know what happened to him, but he's back up. This is Shirting in deep. Shirting does a good job keeping that puck in with the hand. Battling this Goulet as that fourth line for the Seawolves is now on. This is Schlegel. Nice turn spin move with Schlegel. Schlegel trying to get past his man, and he's being held up. Another typical interference call is missed. And that little backhanded by Schlegel right on the net. Gobbled up by Coughlin.
And we're looking at how everything is going here. And here comes Kawicki. He's gonna
watch number 11 getting hit,
he just
knocked down.
He wasn't even looking at that guy.
Yeah, so I think again, I'm looking at the Stony Brook coaching, the bench, and I don't see them getting crazy or upset or anything, which is a good thing because they're winning. Yeah. But credit the coaching staff for keeping their cool with some of these calls.
Because we saw in the series 2 weeks ago where everybody on the bench was losing their minds, and for good reason. But it's better to keep your composure because that's how you're going to have a better game overall.
Yeah, this puck was all the way down to the Seawolves zone. Schlegel's pass missed Cartwright and went all the way. Now, that was a bad giveaway by Kasha there. Not typical, but it happens.
Kasha's been susceptible to that just because of the way he plays the game. He plays it very aggressively as an offensive-minded defenseman, and he'll give up the puck every now and then. We have a little bit of extracurriculars.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see what transpired. Nothing yet, so it'll be a face-off in the zone to the right of Colgan. Sometimes it's just better to watch before we comment. Let's make sure we don't say anything that won't transpire.
Well, nobody's in the box, so that's a good start.
Bokiki will take the draw, letting him play hockey a little bit. He'll go against Mango. Is that Mango? I think it is. It's hard to see their numbers from here.
That's Mango.
All right. And that's won by Mango.
With the dark purple, the numbers, I agree, it is very difficult to see. Especially in certain corners where it's not as brightly lit. But we're not using that as an excuse.
Simonetti with the puck. They're trying to stretch past the Seawolves right now. And their Seawolves are not letting them do that, which is only going to create more stress for them if they're not able to get the puck deep.
Westchester's trying to play Stony Brook's game. Stony Brook does very well with those stress passes, and Westchester's trying to duplicate it, and Stony Brook knows how to defend.
Again, that not an icing call, but Simonetti with the shot. The deflection never got touched. Picking that puck up. Stemke. He poke checked. And offsides on the play as Horchak did not get out of the zone.
He was going as quickly as he could to get back on side. He couldn't. And once that puck was touched by Ballones, he knew he was too far.
9:43 left to go in the second period. Bishop is having a little back and forth with Horchak. I noticed it early in the first period, a little bit earlier in this period. They're going at it against each other.
Well, you can tell that when they're on the ice at the same time, more often than not. So when you see the same person over and over again, you're going to have some tensions boil over.
That is true. That is true, especially when they're paired up against each other for most of the game. Yeah, nothing happened there. So face-off in the neutral zone, won by the Seawolves. Through the neutral zone comes Palmieri, but he was held up. And Bozerin on the forecheck, along with Crockett. Puck is knocked down by Palmieri. They'll just send it back in, and Westchester will pick it back up. This will go all the way down for icing.
And that was very close to not being an icing, as Walsh was right there. He just couldn't get a stick on the puck.
Almost touched it, yeah.
Like if he was about an inch more to his right, that would have been deflected down. He would have hung on to it.
All right, 9:22 left to go in the second period. Seawolves up by the score of 3-1. They're out shooting Westchester, if that's real, 22-11. Face-off won by the Seawolves. Back to Shirting at the point. Sends it back low to Palmieri. Cuts it out to Crockett. and this Crockett shot was blocked. Kowicki doing his best to keep it in, but it skids past him. Bozer will pick it up and set it to Sherding. Sherding will control. Send across it to Crockett. Crockett will come up through the neutral zone and flip it, but Walsh was there, and with his height, he was able to glove it down and shoot it right back in the Seawolf zone. Westchester is complete change. Palmieri is coming down, and that's going to be an icing as Sherding's pass did not connect with Palmieri, so they'll bring it down to the Seawolf zone for a face-off.
And despite the fact that we were seeing a lot of penalties, this game actually does have a pretty good pace to it. We're already midway through the second period, and it's got a good game flow.
I agree with you, and I also think the only reason why the score is 3-1 is because of all the penalties. I think the Seawolves would have had much more.
I'd be inclined to agree.
Yeah. Bozer driving the net off the side of the post.
And trying to make that play work like he did yesterday and work along, try to get it past
Bozer's really having an excellent couple of games here.
He is.
Using his speed to his advantage.
And hands down, Bozer is probably the fastest guy on this team. And he's using that to his advantage.
And Osowski with a nice defensive play without even trying. But Palmieri stretches for it and can't get it. Picked up by Osowski through the neutral zone. With speed comes Osowski. On his off wing. Backhander. And Crockett
couldn't get the rebound.
Yeah. Puck does not get out. Kept in by Kasha. Kasha picks it up. Shoots. Saved by Colgan. Right at him. Right in the chest.
And Colgan's having a really nice day. He gave up 3 goals on the first 12 shots or so, but he's been very effective since. So we're going to watch here. Here's the picked off pass by Osowski. He's going to drive in, goes one-on-one with Samedi, and goes for the backhand. And here comes Crockett. All he has to do is just get a finger on it, but Lachlan pokes the puck away at the last second. So really strong play there.
On the faceoff, Sony won the faceoff. Benyamini picked it up, got it to Hall. Benyamini picks it back up and sends it back to the point to Cartwright. Cartwright waiting, sends a nice low shot, patted away by Colgan. Cartwright sends it back down low again. Benyamini to Osowski. Benyamini with the puck to Kasha. Kasha behind the net to back and forth they go, and here comes Westchester. That's going to be an icing as Oppendacker did not get the red line.
And that just barely missed being on net as that was trickling towards Shipman and bounced the other way. So that was very close to being a big opportunity for Westchester. But now the puck's on all the way back down. Seawolves got a change on. You got Bakikio out there. Bakikio's been winning faceoffs tonight. So this is a big spot for him. You have Miller and Heffernan at the point, both with decent shots.
All right, Bakikio on the draw, and he wins it. Stemke will have the puck, and he's caught in some resistance. Stemke gets it back. And now Kalila will send it back behind the net to Bakikio. Sends it out to Kalila for the one-timer. Skipped right over the stick. Miller picks it up and dumps it back behind the net. Back up to the point, and unable to keep it in was Miller. But good play to get it across and get back. Oh, no, Bakikio didn't get back onside. But as we're looking there, Bakikio wasn't able to get back onside. Coaching staff is not very happy about how that developed. Yeah, we'll watch that play again maybe. We'll see how it happens. Bakikio is in the corner. Yeah, we can't really see that far across, but I would swear he's onside. Based on where based on what the coaches are saying that it's right on their side, they would have had a better view for it. And they've been calm through all the penalty calls. So maybe that one was blatant. All right, picked up by Miller. Sends it back to Heffernan through the neutral zone. To Bakikio, off his stick. Turned over. Horacek for Westchester. Full dump. Sends it all the way down. Miller to chase for the Seawolves. Out in front, all alone. And there's going to be a whistle here. Horacek unable to get the shot off as the net was knocked off the mooring. So Horacek was right in the slot with nobody around him. He just couldn't get the stick on it. Defensive zone positioning there was a little in question for the Seawolves. So faceoff will come back out to the neutral zone. This is the line that gets it done for them. This is their top line. So whoever's out there for the Seawolves, they've got to be aware. And this is the Bakikio line. They're still out there, and they've been out there for a considerable amount of time. That's off the glass. Fires all the way around the net. Miller will get there. Try to get it up to Kalilo. Kalilo gets it up, but Swall's there for Westchester. Picked up by Kalilo now, sends it across to Heffernan. Heffernan gets it up the wall to Bokikio, trying to just touch pass it through, could not. There's a shot right on goal by Horacek and a save by Shipman. Good shift.
Yeah, Westchester put on a good shift there. Mango and Horacek, they make plays happen for their team. And Shipman just watched that puck go right into his chest. That's only the fourth shot he's seen in this period, as Stony Brook has really effectively shut down the Westchester offense.
All right, face off to the left of Shipman. And we'll face off won by Westchester. And the puck does not get through, and skating out with it is Shirting. Potential 3-on-2. Puck is still in the zone. And squirts through for Palmieri. Palmieri tries to make a move around his man, but good positioning and prevented him from getting through. This is Kawicki now, sends it across to Shirting. Tries to get a one-timer, but it hits the skates of the Westchester defender. This is Crockett trying to get it through and hooked. This is Kawicki now. Kawicki with it. He'll send it down low. Send back behind the net. Palmieri will go after it, and he's being held. No call there. Seawolves. Puck is hoisted into the neutral zone, into the Seawolves zone, picked up by Shirting. As he's watched by McElroy. Shirting with the puck now. Sends it up the wall to Bozer. Bozer has it. Coming in on his off wing. Bozer, backhander! Gobbled up by Coughlin. Coughlin's been good. He covers the net really well. He stays in position really well.
He's been much more effective since the midway point of the first period. He did give up that goal late to Stemke, but he's been really not letting many rebounds get away.
Yeah, 4:49 to go in the second period, and it's been basically a defensive second period.
Yep.
All right, Hall on the draw for the Seawolves, and that puck is eventually won by the Seawolves. This is Benyamini with the puck. He tries to send it around the wall. Hall will get to it first. Sends it over to Alsoski. Back to Benyamini to Hall, and he just missed it. Picked up by Cartwright. Cartwright back over to Hall. Cross-ice feed to Benyamini. Benyamini makes a move, holds the puck, looks behind the net, finds Alsoski, who's picked up by Simonetti. Back up the wall. Kasha's going to pinch. He does keep it in. Good play by Kasha.
That was a smart pinch there by Kasha.
Kasha's going to get a shot. He winds, fires. Oh, it just missed. Cartwright will pinch and keep that puck in. And Westchester does come away with it now. Hall able to knock it down, and Hall will reverse and come in on right wing. Sends it across, trying to find Alsoski, but Hall picks it back up, and he controls, spins. Back to Benyamini. Benyamini looking for Alsoski. Alsoski spins with the puck, controls the puck on the wall. Alsoski's being held. Benyamini, oh, we're going to have a penalty here. And the Westchester player that's going to go on that one is it's going to be
a tripping there. Oh, because as Benyamini was taken down, it's going to be, looks like
Whitaker?
Skipper.
Skipper, the defenseman, yeah. Seawolves will go on a power play now. And they're 3 for 3. So maybe they can make it 4 for 4, which I think would be a team record.
We had to be close. I think there was a game last year we saw them score 3 power play goals. I don't think we've seen 4 yet.
All right, Seawolves control the faceoff. Alsoski with the puck. Down low to Crockett. Crockett back to Alsoski. Back to the point to Cartwright. Back to Alsoski. Alsoski will walk in. Down low, trying to get it back to Crockett, but it was covered. Crockett. Alsoski covered. Cartwright back to Crockett. And then the wrister from Kasha got deflected, never got through. Kalilo.
There's a good block there by
Mango. Send it back up the wall. Back up the wall to Kasha. Kalilo will control it. Back to Kasha. Kasha at the point. Sends it back across to Cartwright. Trying to make a move around. Oh, and he had him. But he lost the puck. It went off his stick.
He tried to make that one extra move, and it worked. But then the puck slid off his stick in the crease, and it was kicked away.
Yeah. Cartwright made a nice move there. One more move, he was in. Right here.
Now we watch here. He makes the move, and here's the second one. And he tried to get it back onto his
stick. Right off the stick.
Clean.
Yeah.
And it just skipped away.
All right. Bokikio, Hall, Stemke. And this puck is hoisted out to the neutral zone, down to 1:14 to go in the man advantage for the Seawolves. Down to 2:48 to go in the second period. This is Sherding up to the neutral zone with speed. Frank Sherding in the zone. Frank Sherding taking it to the net. Pass across. Trying to find Bokikio on the late pass.
And he had Bokikio. It just went a little bit too far off his stick.
Nice play by the Seawolves. Unable to capitalize, but nice play. Sherding back with the puck. Sends it up to Beniamini. Beniamini back to Sherding. Back to Bokikio, who's got resistance. And good play by Westchester here to keep that puck from getting through. Louis playing with the puck now, and he'll try to hold it as long as he can, as take some more time off that clock. Hall does come away with it now. Seawolves come down in numbers. Casey Hall to Stemke. Oh, Stemke screen.
Stemke was looking for the hat trick there.
Yeah, through a screen too. That was a great shot and a save. Oh, off the mark. Past Bokikio, and that'll do it.
And Seawolves going to go get a change, get a fresh line on as the penalty expires.
Unable to take advantage of that. Picked up by Bishop, who's coming on late. Bishop walks in. That's a rebound. Oh, the save by Colkin.
That was a great save by Colkin. Zowski had an empty net to shoot that out the rebound.
Was it Osowski? Yeah, or was it Bokikio?
It was Zowski who came in, got the rebound off a Bishop shot, and Colgan had to go sliding. So you're going to watch it. Here's the play. Here's Bishop. He gets off the big pass from Sherding. He takes the shot. It gets deflected. Now here comes Zowski. Zowski's right there.
Oh, yeah, Osowski.
And
he shot it right into Colgan.
Sliding Colgan makes the save.
All right, face-off won by the Seawolves. Crockett being held up. Puck is loose. Seawolves need a... I don't know whether it was all the penalty killing initially, but they seem to be a little gassed right now.
That and they're really only rotating 3 lines at this point. We haven't seen much of the 4th line this period at all.
We have not.
And they've been effective largely for most of the time they've been out on the ice. So maybe get them in some rotations to give the top 2 lines a break.
All right. All the way down. Puck got loose behind the net. Bozer and Crockett battling away. And coming away with it. Whitaker now will take the pass, the hoist pass from Ballones. Ballones in front. And the Seawolves are there to defend. Bozer now will come down. He's got three Seawolves. Oh, Bozer pucks it home. Right through the 5-hole. He was cutting across, and rather than taking it around, he just got the shot off as soon as he saw the pads open.
And we're going to watch how that develops. It was off the initial play by Ballones. He missed the puck after Harajic sent the outlet pass. Here's Palmieri. He just flips it out to Bozer, and Bozer just flies. And that's... I
was going to say, Bozer's got numbers, but he didn't need them.
Nope, he didn't need it. He just went.
I think he really surprised Coughlin with how quick he got that shot off. And Seawolves go up by a 3-goal lead.
That's with 47 seconds left in the period, so that's a big goal for the Seawolves in the last minute. It's always the first minute of a period and the last minute of a period that really determine how a game's going to go. And that's a big play there for the Seawolves in the last minute.
All right. Dumped into the Seawolves zone. Heffernan back to get it and send it up the wall to Stemke. Stemke through the neutral zone. Fires across ice feed to Kalilo. Oh, back on Kalilo's stick. It was on and off again. Oh, we're going to have another penalty here to Westchester. And the Seawolves are going to go on the power play again. There's a wrist shot from the point and knocked down. Oh, no goal, waved it off.
And another is there.
After we don't know why it was waved off, but we'll see the replay and try to figure it out.
Also, looking at the other end of the ice, after the penalty was called, Shipman did not leave for the
Maybe it was touched by the defenders, and then they called the whistle for that. That's a possibility.
All right, let's watch here. Here's the shot by Miller. And it gets deflected by Colello.
Oh, yeah, the goaltender touched it. That's why the whistle.
The goalie had it, and then it looks like Skipper got a handle on it as well.
As soon as the other team touched the puck, they're going to blow the whistle for the penalty. Yeah.
So with 7 seconds left, the Seawolves will have a full power play. They'll be on the power play for 1:53 if they don't score in the next 7 seconds. But with the fact that Shipman didn't go out of the net, I guess it was really a moot point because Miller took the shot like as soon as the penalty was being called. We're down 7. We're down in the last 7.5 seconds here. Getting an explanation to why that wasn't a goal from the official to the coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious it would happen. And if there was a penalty being called, the shot came through, it bounced off the goaltender, which means they touched it. That would create the whistle, but Kalila parked it immediately. Oh, right from the faceoff, Shirting with a hard shot. And the Seawolves going hard as the period has a 0.6 seconds to go, and they'll do it a faceoff to the right of Colgan. All right, that'll do it for the second period as the Seawolves add another goal, go up by the score of 4-1. Through 2 periods, the Seawolves have 33 shots, Westchester 12. So the Seawolves have shut down Westchester considerably compared to yesterday's shots.
Yeah, yesterday the total was 46-33. Today it's 33-12 after 2.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the third period. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live. Anna Mignani, Andy Sukoff, Trevor behind the controls. And we are just a couple of minutes away from the start of the third period. Andy, take us through those stats in a second.
All right, well, there were only a couple goals scored that period. The first one by Westchester with 15:19 to go in the period. John Mango on the power play from Manny Ballones. It was a play off the boards, rebound off a Shipman, and Mango put it in. Then Brian Bozier with 47 seconds left in the period took a long pass from Devin Palmieri, flew down the ice, and went right in on Colgan, gets the goal, make it a 4-1 lead. Shot total is 33-12 in favor of the Seawolves. There were a couple penalties that period. 2 JT Hall penalties, pretty much like right in succession of each other. And then Andy Skipper went off for tripping with 3.5 minutes to go in the second. And that's where we're at right now.
All right. We're just waiting for the two teams to come back on the ice. The Seawolves will hit the road next weekend. They'll be out in Colorado. And then they'll be back for one more game before the winter break.
Well, they have Colorado, then it's Thanksgiving where nobody plays.
Right.
Then they go to Delaware for a week, for a weekend series. Then they have, on December 9th, they play Drexel in Philadelphia, and then the two teams come back here to play December 10th, and that's the last game before winter break.
Right. So that'll be our last simulcast before the break.
Right.
And the teams come back in late January.
Yes.
All right.
It's amazing when you think about how quickly the season progresses. Where it feels like just like 2 weeks ago we were here for the first series.
It's amazing. I equate that to the football. Already it's week 13 or whatever it is, whatever week they're in, and it's like it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, before you know it, the holidays are coming in, and it's
and depending on, like you said, with football, depending on what team you're rooting for, you're kind of glad the season's almost over.
Yeah.
Like me.
Well, I have a football team that's still somewhat alive, but I've got a hockey team that's playing real well. So
yeah, they're on the ice right now.
Well, even better than them. But the Seawolves are doing okay, considering the success that they've had over the last several years, and this year being a little bit of a rebuild. They're still managing to stay above 500, which is great.
Crockett takes the faceoff. He's gonna start it out. Taken by Cartwright. Cartwright back to Kasha. Kasha drives into the zone, sends it near side for Osowski.
Nice move.
Yeah, really nice move by Osowski. And we've seen him be a really great puck handler this year. He's really improved on that from last season.
And don't forget, Seawolves are on the power play right now.
Yes, they are. They on power play for the next minute and a half. Shot by Cartwright, knocked away by the stick of Colgan.
Through a screen, too. I don't know if you even saw that. It's late.
He just threw a stick out and got it. Kasha's slap shot is deflected wide. Picked up by Cartwright. Cartwright back into the far corner for Osowski. Back to Cartwright. Cartwright doing a little give and go with Osowski. Osowski, his shot goes on but wide. Taken by Colello. Colello back for Crockett. Crockett looking for a centering pass. Nobody there. Goes back out to the corner. Osowski moves. Shot kicked away by Colgan. A minute left on the penalty to Samedi. Osowski loses for Kasha. Kasha drives in. Slap shot. Gets deflected by Colello and wide. And he'll get the rebound in the far corner. And Andy, we're seeing the Stony Brook power play really getting some good shots here on Colgan.
Yeah, the opportunities are there. They're just not able to put it past them right now, but they've got 3 power play goals already in this game. This puck will go all the way down.
Shipman's going to play the puck. And watching as Flick was on top, he leaves it back for Beniamini, who just came on. So we have a line change here. Bakikio takes out the far boards. Looking for cross-ice pass, is knocked down, but Beniamini controls on the far side. Left for Stemke. Stemke and Bakikio go in. Here's Bakikio. It's around Sengun, but it's right back around. We're down to 15 seconds left on the power play. Sent back into the corner for Stemke. Stemke being watched by Lachlan. Out to Sherding. Sherding leaving for Bakikio at the far circle. Sherding calls for it, leaves it back for Bakikio. We're back at even strength here. Shot by Kasha, saved by Colgan, and he's going to hang on. Nice speed there from Bakikio, and Kasha gets a shot on.
Good vision by Bakikio, seeing Kasha breaking to the net. On the replay, you'll see he looks up, he sees Kasha going to the net, sends it back across from Sherding. He sends that pass on the ice flat so it can be deflected, and a good anticipation by Colgan to get his big body over there and gobble that puck up.
He needed every bit of that 6'3" frame to get there. Bakikio going to take the face-off. This one he can't control, but he does get it out. Colello shot saved by Colgan.
Colello turned to go on the forehand. He should have stayed with the backhand, or he might have had a better opportunity.
And it looked like Bakikio was going to take the initial shot off the face-off as he got it around McElroy.
Great anticipation by Stemke on that play.
A shot by Colello is blocked in front. Stemke gets the rebound. Moving his way into the slot, gets around McElroy. Shot knocked away by Colgan and picked up by McElroy. McElroy can't clear it out.
Shirley went down.
Shirley was down. It's taken by Walsh. Walsh drives in. Shot gloved away by Shipman. As he picked up by Kawicki. Kawicki flips up the near boards for Colello. Colello going against two Golden Rams. He's just going to dump it down as the Seawolves make a change.
All right. That was a good play down in the Seawolves zone, not allowing that 2-on-1 become a potential 2-on-1. It became a 2-on-2 pretty quick.
Cross-ice pass to Bakikio is wide off Wazowski's stick. Colello gets drilled into the boards and then he picked up by Cleary. Cleary going to start for Westchester. And it's flipped up and into the rafters. We're going to get a whistle and it's going to come all the way back down.
Yep, and face-off will be back inside the Westchester zone. I think the Seawolves know where they're at right now. They've got a 3-goal lead. They'd like to get that lead up to a 7-goal lead.
Yeah, and they would love a much more comfortable lead.
Yeah, so they're trying to keep pushing that envelope.
Hall can't get it. It's dumped out by Westchester. Bishop picks it up, loses it from Miller. Miller drives back and sends it near side for Bishop. Bishop getting worked on by Balones. He sends out the half boards for Wazowski. Wazowski looking for Hall. Hall overruns it and now gets it back. Gets around skipper shot. Saved by Colgan. Beniamini can't get the rebound.
Colgan's doing a great job on the lower part of the net. Seawolves have to go up on him in order to have success.
Now Wazowski spins, shot blocked away and picked up by Balones. Hall right on top of him. It's going to be sent out, taken by Horacek. He drives in, gets around Miller. Miller can't dump it out. He's kept by Balones at the point. Balones moving into the slot. Shot saved by Shipman. Another shot, another save by Shipman. Can't get to it. Now we're going to get the whistle as Shipman jumps on. Shipman thought he had it. Ref was about to blow the whistle. Saw it was to the side.
Yeah, a couple of opportunities there for Westchester, and Shipman standing tall and not letting anything get by him. Let's look at this play on Hall driving the net here. Just dipping that shoulder and coming right across. And I tell you, that's one thing about JT Hall. Seawolves are going to miss next year when he's gone and doing other things.
and that's a situation they're actually going to deal with very soon as he's going to the World University Games.
Correct. Bozer in on the forecheck.
Bozer been very effective forecheck.
Nice keep there by the Seawolves.
Great keep there. Crockett, his shot goes wide. Palmieri can't get to the rebound. And it was a really great awareness play by Palmieri to keep that puck on the blue line to keep the rush going. It's picked up by Westchester. This is going to be Downing with it. It's dumped down, kept close by Stony Brook and sent back in. Picked up by Lachlan, watched by Crockett. Crockett moving in on Lachlan. It's going to be sent to the neutral zone, picked up by Palmieri. Palmieri has it stuck up on the board, is now taken by Bozer. Bozer can't control. That's going to be sent all the way back down. Cartwright goes after it, and they're going to call an icing here. And that one you might have made a case that Flick was there before Cartwright.
Yep, it was a close call. And again, it's the linesman's,
lineman's discretion
on the call. So anyway, we get an icing.
So Crockett's going to take the face-off on the far side. Shot by Kasha is blocked. He took the shot right off the face-off.
Poser got a stick on it, looking to deflect it, but he actually stopped it.
Crockett, his shot gloved down by Colgan. He's just going to hang on for that.
And that's
one.
where you want to go with that shot. Top corner, glove side, or blocker side. Like I said, Colgan covers a lot of the net, and if you can get him up top, it takes a long time to get that glove up, and when you're down in the butterfly.
Lynn going to take the face. We're seeing the fourth line for the first time this period, and really the first time in quite a while. Sent out to the center. Cartwright flips it out to the far side for Kasha. Kasha dumps it down. It's going to be picked up by Colgan. Colgan leaves it for Skipper, and it's going to go wrapped around the boards. Cartwright keeps it in. Now it's stolen by Flick. Flick gets knocked down by Gillette. The puck now just like flying all over the place as Flick and Wingate just dump it into the zone. It's picked up by Kasha behind Shipman. Down to 14:50 to go. Long pass looking for Gillette. Gillette can't get there. And we're going to have an icing here as Gillette was behind.
Yep. It's good to see this line out there. They've got should have a lot of energy. Haven't really seen a lot of ice time today. They could maybe bring the Seawolves a good shot of energy right now that they probably need just to kind of step it up a little bit.
The Seawolves have been running 3 lines most of this night, so you get the fourth line out there, give the top 3 lines a much-needed break.
Yep.
So this is taken in by Westchester. Behind the net is Mango. Shot saved by Shipman. It goes back behind the net. And to be picked up by Stony Brook. Up along the board.
Schlegel gets it past his man, and then he's dumped. He drew a penalty.
And drew the penalty. So that's going to be the 6th penalty for Westchester and the 6th power play for Stony Brook. So going to the box is going to be Skipper. He's going off for tripping once again. And this is a big play here by Schlegel, able to draw the penalty and keep the play going.
All right. Face-off will be in the Westchester zone. To the right of Colgan, Bokikio, Beniamini, Stemke, Shirting, and Hall. This is Shirting.
And Shirting now takes it. He's up along the half boards. He's looking for somewhere to go. Send it out to the near corner for Beniamini. Beniamini out to the slot for Hall. Hall's shot is deflected by Stemke and goes high and wide. Picked up by Bokikio. Bokikio back out to the point for Hall. Hall looking for Stemke. Shot front, saved by Colgan. Beniamini, another shot knocked away. Is now a scramble in front. Stemke gets it behind the net. Picked up and knocked away by Colgan. Beniamini gets it behind the net. He leaves it back for Bokikio. Bokikio out to Shirting. Shirting shot goes high and wide. He waited a little bit too long to take that shot.
Colgan did a great job laying out for that one. He had to cover the whole net on that one. He didn't know where that shot was going.
Stemke, his shot is blocked by Lachlan.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Beniamini. That one front. Oh!
And Stemke gets dumped down. No call there.
No call on that play.
And the puck gets flipped up.
It was like he got lassoed. It wasn't even a hook.
And we're down to 1:07 left on the penalty to Skipper. The shot total is 41-14 in favor.
Yeah, we watched it on the replay. Look at this.
And that is a clear hook if I've ever seen
That was like
one.
a hoedown. All right, face off.
It's taken by Shirting off of Bokikio stick. Shirting goes into the corner, leaving it. He was looking for Stemke, but he couldn't get to it. Now this is going to go sent all the way back down. Going after it is Whitaker. He'll get there before Stemke. Stemke does drive him into the board, so Hall able to pick up. Hall going to start the rush.
Oh.
He just let the pass on the ice. He was looking for Shirting, but it gets knocked away by Wingett and dumped back down. Shipman puts it into the corner. It's going to be taken by Stemke.
40 seconds to go.
Stemke leaves it back for Shirting. Shirting going to start the rush behind the net. Sends it out to the far half wall for Beniamini. Beniamini leaves it through center for Hall. Hall drives in. It's going one-on-one. Shot knocked away with the glove by Colgan. Goes into the corner. It's picked up by Swall, and Swall clears it out.
Down to the last 18.
Shirting slowly traces after it. He's going to come back, going near side. Gets around one man, gets around the second.
Able to get it through.
He's able to get it there. He gets to the Crockett. Crockett gets hit. It's taken by Colella. Colella has Swell right on top of him, and it's picked up by Horacek and cleared out. So that's going to be the end of the penalty. So the Seawolves, after going 3 for 3 on their first 3 power plays, they're now 3 for 6. They haven't converted on the last 3. That's deflected on by Colello, and Colgan just has to hold it in the pads. So we've seen Westchester really tighten up defensively in this game. They played a much better game defensively and not letting Stony Brook get to those open areas.
Yep, and the Seawolves are just almost a little bit more content today, it seems like, than yesterday. Yesterday they were a lot hungrier to get more goals, to get more opportunities. They just, they're winning, and then maybe that's what the mindset is. I'm not sure. But
so this is now flipped out by Westchester and dumped back down by Crockett.
Westchester is playing a much better game today.
Here's Crockett. Crockett misses on the shot. It's going to be picked up by Balones. Balones gets hit by Bozer, and the puck just stops, taken by Horacek. Horacek up the near boards, being watched by Kasha, and now Palmieri comes on to help.
It's actually Simonetti.
That is Simonetti.
Yeah. Simonetti, yeah.
Crockett flips up the far board. It's taken by Mango at the far point. Shot is deflected by Palmieri, and it goes into the corner and out of play. So we're seeing this top line by Westchester really play a much better game and keeping the Stony Brook lines on their heels a little bit.
I just think Westchester's skating better. They're more spirited. It's a 4-1 game, not a 10-1 game or a 8-1 game. So, we talked about yesterday, a 3-goal game in this league is nothing.
Yeah.
3-goal
leads and 2-goal leads are the leads that are some of the most dangerous out there. As it's going to be stuck in the corner, Cartwright goes after it. He sends it for Kasha behind the net, gets it too far. It's going to be picked up by Curtis. Curtis has it knocked away, and Stony Brook regains possession. Up along the near boards, Mango goes for it. Actually, that was Louis with a hit.
And
Dumped all the
Bozer,
way.
yeah.
Bozer got dumped by him, and that puck was dumped down by Lachlan. Westchester maintains possession, Downing at the near point. He's being watched by Bozer as Bozer throws a check. It's in the near corner is John Louis getting watched by Cartwright. Coming over to help is Bakikio for Stony Brook, Optenaker for Westchester. Bakikio comes away with the loose puck. Now Kasha sending it into the corner for Cartwright. Down to 10:50 to go here in the period. It's going to be dumped all the way out through this into the neutral zone and taken by Cartwright. Cartwright sending it further back for Kasha. Kasha going to start behind his net. Westchester going for a change. Here comes Kasha. He's going one-on-one with John Louis. He's now up the near boards. Can't get around Downing. And the puck taken by Westchester. Dumped down by...
Kasha should just dump that puck in as soon as he hits that center ice line. He's got forwards ahead of him that could easily catch that puck up.
And here comes Stemke up the outlet from Kasha. Stemke drives in, gets around Cleary, wraps around, shot, saved by Colgan, and Colello can't poke it in. Really nice play there by Stemke to wrap around and get the quick shot.
Yep, Stemke uses that speed and that reach, and he's able to get around and do that wraparound. And he's been, you know, very close to getting those goals that way. But Colello's smart by putting that stick down right in the crease area, looking for a deflection.
And you just look at the shot total right now. It's 45-14. That's just really a testament to how Colgan's played in this game.
Yeah, he's played exceptionally well.
As this puck is jutted out, it's going to be taken by Walsh. Walsh loses it. It's taken by Heffernan. Heffernan has it
played by Stemke here.
And you got a 3-on-1 here.
Stemke is going to walk in.
And he can't get to the shot on. It goes wide. He had a 3-on-1. I think he saw the lamp going off and got a little bit ahead of himself.
It's been the story of Joe Bohikio's games this year. It's just
Heffernan's shot was blocked, and you could tell that Walsh is hurting after that one. He's limping back to the bench.
Yeah, hit him off the ankle.
And there's not a lot of padding down there. There's a hit on Bakikio by Flick. Yeah, but Stony Brook maintains possession. Heffernan, cross ice for Ozowski. It's stolen away. Picked up by Westchester, dumped down into the corner and taken by Heffernan. Heffernan dumps it down. Picked up by Beniamini, who just came on the ice. Wraps it around for Ozowski. Ozowski back for Hall. Hall in the near corner. Ozowski coming to help. Out to the play for Heffernan. Heffernan slides it over to Bishop. Bishop shot deflected by the stick of Colgan and into the corner. Beniamini intercepts. Heffernan pinches in. His shot is blocked in front. Picked up by Ozowski. Ozowski's knocked off the puck, and Hall maintains. Out to Bishop. Bishop, another wrist shot saved by Colgan, and Westchester gets possession.
Colgan has really done an excellent job, and he's kept Westchester in this game. Even though it's a 4-1 lead, they're still very much in this game. We've got at least a little less than half the period to go here, and
Hall gets upended by Downing as Slagle comes on the ice. Now
it seems like the referees have put their whistles away now, which is okay.
This is Mango with it. Mango gets hit along the boards. It's going to go up into the near corner. Ozowski picks it up and dumps it down into the neutral zone. Intercepted by Beniamini out the cross-ice pass, and he's going to drive in. He's taking on 4 Golden Rams at once. Gets around Lachlan. Backhand shot kicked away by Colgan and picked up by Downing. Downing's going to dump this all the way down, and this is going to be an icing. It's a very late icing call. We're down to 7:48 to go here in the third. That was a really nice play by Beniamini.
Beniamini got whacked really hard in the hand, and no call on the slash. He was yapping at the Westchester bench as he was heading toward the Seawolves bench, but not happy, Mr. Ori Beniamini.
Crockett taking the faceoff to the left of Colgan. Picked up by Palmieri. Palmieri's shot is blocked, and Kachi gets it along the half wall. Dumps it into the corner, leaving it for Crockett behind the net. Crockett gets over to Palmieri and back to Crockett. Crockett into the slot. Shot gets blocked in front and into the near corner. Kacha pinches in to intercept. Palmieri takes control. He loses it to Lachlan. Lachlan just pushes off Kacha and hold on. Puck sent up the near boards and into the neutral zone. Kacha going to restart here for the Seawolves. He drives in with Palmieri, gets around Lachlan and Optenaker. And he's hit by both. Palmieri goes after it, gets hit by Downing, and lays the second hit on, and that's going to get called. That should be the interference call. As Downing went for the second hit on Palmieri, the puck had already trickled away.
Frustration starting to set in on that particular play there. That was clearly frustration on Downey.
So we're down to 7:07
Face-off
here in
will
the
be
third.
inside the Westchester zone. The Seawolves will go on another power play.
This is their 7th of the game.
They need to capitalize here, try to get some more points on the board. Only because that's how the rankings work these days.
And that was taken by Hall, but dumped all the way down as it got past Cartwright. So it was Shirting.
Lewis watching Shirting.
Shirting puts it up the near boards, but it gets stuck along the wall. Kikyo can't control, and it's dumped out by Jean-Louis.
Yeah.
Picked up by Shipman behind the net, and left for Beniamini. Beniamini's acting as the point man here. Who's for Bakikyo? Bakikyo out for Hall. Hall has to kick off his skate.
Seawolves got to keep it simple. Try to keep it simple.
Shirting onto the half wall for Hall. Hall back out to the point for Shirting. Shirting, wrist shot, deflected down. Stemke runs in front. Beniamini
Oh, it's right there!
It's sitting at the goal.
Oh, there's the goal. There's the power play goal by Beniamini.
Beniamini's going to get credit for that one.
Pretty sure it's Beniamini, or if not him, Stemke. One of them got their sticks on it.
As we're gonna watch that again, and we're gonna see who got the stick on that.
Right here. So here's the play. Stemke gets it over, gets into the crease. Beniamini's there. Does he poke it? I think he does.
Yeah, that's Beniamini's goal, but
Beniamini pokes it in.
Beniamini's gonna get the power play goal, but Stemke and Hall should get assists for that. As we're down to 6:23 here in the period, and that's the 4th power play goal for the Seawolves.
50th shot.
That too.
Amazing. 50 shots for the Seawolves in this. I don't know if they've had 50 shots at home yet.
Not this year, but we have seen it happen before.
I know on the road, like against Rutgers, they hit 50 shots.
I'm talking here.
Yeah.
We saw the game a couple years ago against Rhode Island where Andy Sherman made 48 saves on those 52 shots.
Yep. Sherman was unbelievable.
So now the Seawolves are 4 for 7 on the power play. So they've had a very nice day special teams wise. Down to 6:10 to go here in the period. 5-1 Stony Brook leads. Westchester going to start. Skipper sends it back behind the net. And
taken away.
Stolen away by Crockett. He shot off the post. He wrung it off the post, and you can hear that from here. Puck in the near boards. Crockett gets control. Gets hit by Samedi. And Samedi regains possession for Westchester. Double on the far boards and dumped in by Bishop. McShane flips it up and out. Picked up by Walsh. Walsh back to McShane. And it's stuck like the red line. Crockett and Bishop going up against McElroy, Walsh, and McShane. And finally, it's taken away by Palmieri, who keeps it for the Seawolves. Because they're going to go over and change. And we're going to get an offside here. They're going to say Bozer was a little bit ahead.
Yep, in that particular last play there, Westchester was changing, and all the players were up at the blue line as the Seawolves were coming in with speed. They could have been right behind them in no time, but offsides was the call.
This face was taken by Westchester and sent into the neutral zone. Cross ice to the far side for Cartwright. Cartwright in for Hall. Here comes Hall. Hall shot, score!
He scores. JT Hall.
That's just the typical JT Hall move.
I think what was going to happen there is Westchester had a choice. Either we take a penalty and take him down, or we just try to stick check him and let him go. And this is what happens when you do that. Watch Hall. He's able to maintain possession of the puck through these two players while they're checking him, and he just beats Coughlin low, which has not really been the way to go. But we'll watch it again as this play transpires. There's Hall in the neutral zone, gets that pass, skates in, and just goes low, long side on Coughlin. And the Seawolves are up by 5.
And that was just a really nice play there by JT Hall just to move his way in there. And that's the 51st shot of the game, almost the 51st shot of the period.
Yeah, the game.
Cartwright gets it from Shipman back to Hall.
Hall avoids that check.
Hall with a long cross-ice pass to Zowski. Zowski, big slap shot, glove saved by Colgan. Rebound shot by Beniamini, gets knocked away by Colgan as well. Another shot goes wide.
Seawolves
picked up by Kacha. Kacha, slap shot blocked in front. And we're seeing a lot of block
That's
shots
going
by
to leave
Westchester.
a mark there.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Stolen
nice
by
play by
Benyamini. Benyamini
Oh,
has it
then
taken away by
away.
Whitaker. So 3-on-2 here, potentially for Westchester, and they're going to call an offside as Optenaker was a little too far ahead.
Whitaker fumbled the puck on the blue line a little bit, and it slowed down the play. So these guys were at the end of a shift as well. So
The shot total 53-15 in favor of the Seawolves. 6-1 the score. 2 goals this period, both by the Seawolves. First by Benyamini on the power play, and then less than a minute later by JT Hall from Mike Cartwright and Frank Kasha. This is going to be dumped down. Skipper gets undercut by Schlegel, as we're seeing the forward line get some more time here in the end of the game. Lynn controls for the Seawolves, has it knocked away by Flick, and it's sent out through center and moved on by Wingate. Wingate a cross-ice pass looking for Skipper. Skipper dumps it down. They're going to call an offsides.
whoa. Yeah, just a play again. I think the team is tired. You know, they're not looking up. They're not looking to see where each other are.
And that's that might be a fatigue thing. That might be a communication error. So you always want to be careful with that because you don't want to lose communication on the ice and have communication breakdown. That's going to be dumped down, picked up by Miller. Miller being watched by Wingate. He can't dump it out. Samedi keeps it in, and it's going to wrap around the boards. Gillette goes after it. Samedi cuts him off, but Gillette is able to clear it out. Big play by Gillette as he comes off the ice. Heffernan flips it back into his own zone. Shipman
I think
controls.
Heffernan was just trying to position his stick a certain way and was unable to do it. It skidded past him.
Now Miller sends it back to Heffernan. Heffernan dumps it down as he gets over the red line. Colello flips it up, gets over the head of McShane, but it's kept in by Walsh. Dumped back down by Stony Brook. Colello steals a 2-on-1 here with Stemke. Colello shot goes wide of the post. I think he made one too many moves there. I don't think he knew if Stemke was right behind him or not.
Yeah, it was an opportunity there. We could have gotten 2 guys. Maybe it would have been a goal if he moved it to Stemke and Stemke moved back to him. Like a give and go down low.
As that puck, we're going to watch it here. Here comes Colello, and Stemke's right behind him. I don't know if Colello notices that he's right behind him, and then when he saw that, I guess he maybe felt it and had to compensate for it.
Yeah, he probably saw him. He didn't want to drop pass because that pass really wasn't there. It was only there for a brief period. Yeah, that's offside.
And they were going to call an offside on Stemke. Colello didn't have possession of the puck, and Stemke was over the blue line. So we're down only 3 minutes here to go in the third period. And like we've been saying, Stony Brook's going to be on the road for the next couple weekends. They're going to be on the road in Colorado next week. Then after Thanksgiving, they play 2 games at Delaware, and they're going to be playing a very good Delaware team this year. So big road test coming up for the Seawolves. So jostle up along the boards. Stemke pokes it back in, picked up by Lachlan. Lachlan flips it up, and it's just knocked down by Bakikio and controlled by Westchester.
Oh, Stemke almost thought he had it there, but
yeah, watching that up on the boards, it looked like kind of like a jump ball in basketball. Bakikio controls. He's looking for Miller. Goes past his stick, and Colello gets it. Poked off the stick by Optenaker. Optenaker can't keep it in. Nice
good
play there by
tenacity
Colello.
there by Colello, yeah.
Colello is a very strong player defensively in that instance, as he's able to get his stick on the ice and poke the puck away. It's going to get dumped down. Miller goes after it. They're not going to call an icing.
Should have been an icing. Yeah, Heffernan's banged up. He needs to get off the ice.
Yeah, we're going to see it. Once Colello able to clear the puck out, we'll see Heffernan make his way off the ice. Here's Bakikio with it by the net. He's being watched by Optenaker. Gets it to
he might
Miller.
have gotten slashed. Oh,
and
nice feed.
Here's Stemke on the breakaway, one-on-one. And he kicks off his stick. I think he was.
All right, that was not making Sports Center.
He was waiting for the shot, and the puck kicked back onto his skates, and he
little
missed
bit
it.
of fatigue, folks. That's what's going
Shot
on.
saved
Great
by
shave by Shipman. Oh, nice shave by Shipman.
Now he's just going to hang on to that one, and just you watch how that whole thing developed, and after Stemke couldn't get a shot on, and then watching the puck come right back across and putting Shipman in the line of fire.
I don't know how he wound up stepping on the puck. It's probably the puck was not even moving. I think there's been so much play in the Westchester zone. There's too much like snow on the ice.
So this is taken by Stony Brook. We're down to 1:20 to go here in the period. Coming with speed is Schlegel. He's back in the slot. His shot goes off the top of the glass.
Schlegel getting some playtime with the Crockett line.
Palmieri keeps it in. It's out to the
Nice
point
play.
for Bishop. Bishop, his shot is blocked. And you can tell that Cleary's hurting on that one.
Yeah.
He's
Another
blocked,
ankle shot.
He's blocked quite a few shots tonight. And now Bishop gets it here. We're down to 50 seconds left in the period. Bishop behind the net. He's being watched by Horacek. Up through center for Palmieri. Palmieri gets it stick lifted by Balones, and he controls. Sending it back. It's going to be taken by Samedi here. Samedi cross ice for Skipper. It's now back to Samedi. Samedi coming up the near boards. He gets undercut by Zowski, who lays a nice check there and
But
sent
Samedi just
flying.
pulled up too early and took his own self out of the play.
Samedi steals the puck off the outlet pass from Shirting. So it's Kowicki. We're down to 15 seconds left, and we're going to get a whistle here with 14.4. And the faceoff will be down in the Stony Brook zone.
All right. Down to the last 14 seconds. The
And
Seawolves are going to come away with 2 wins this weekend, which is good for them.
And
Here's the replay on Stemke there. He tried to kick it, and as he kicked it, he landed, he stepped on it. Ooh. All
faceoff
right.
controlled by Stony Brook. It goes into the near corner. Picked up by Zowski. Back around for Miller. Down to 7 seconds left.
And the Seawolves will be just content to get the clock to wind down.
And we're down to 0. This game is over. The Seawolves win.
Seawolves take 2 from the Westchester University Golden Rams. 12-2 yesterday, 6-1 today. Shots on goal through the game, 54 for the Seawolves, 17 for the Golden Rams. And this is the Stony Brook team that is going to need to play like this.
Now going up again with 2 tough road tests coming up, 5 straight road games coming up. They're going to have to play very smart hockey and not fall into any old habits.
Absolutely.
So that's going to do it for us here at the rinks. The final score: Stony Brook 6, Westchester 1. We'll be back December 10th for a Saturday night game against Drexel.
Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live.
For Andy Magnani and Trevor Magnani, I'm Andy Sukoff. Have a good night.